Free Workout Friday's back, and we're excited. Let's start off with standing bicep curl, come into a good morning, and a tricep kickback. For the bicep curl, stand up nice and tall. Keep the elbows stationary at the sides. For the good morning, hinge at the hips, keep the back nice and straight, so neutral spine, soft bend in knees. You'll feel that in the back of the hamstrings, the glutes, and the lower back. For the tricep kickback, also keep the elbows stationary, locked in at the side. Wrists nice and straight. Kick back, squeeze the tricep, and then come up nice and tall and go into your bicep curl. Repeat this for a set of 10. Next, go directly into a deadlift with a bicep curl. Once again, hinge from the hips, keep a nice neutral spine, soft bend in knees, shoulders back, shoulder blades drawn in towards each other to keep a nice open chest. When you come up nice and tall, keep the elbows locked in at the side and curl up all the way. I've turned to the side here so you can get a better view. These are called Romanian deadlifts, so just a soft bend in the knee, targeting the hamstrings, the glutes, the lower back. You'll feel these in your quads as well. Do 10 reps total. Next up, stationary isometric lunge hold with a delt fly. Make sure that you have a 90-degree angle in the front and back leg. The back knee will hover off the ground. Unless you need to modify a little bit, you can place the knee on the ground. Fly the dumbbells up to shoulder height with a soft bend in the elbows. This will work your delts, your traps. Keep your core nice and tight, belly button in towards the spine, and you'll also feel this in the isometric hold of the legs. 5 reps for delts on each side. Next, stand up nice and tall, feet grounded a little bit wider than hip width apart. You'll execute a bicep curl, close grip, shoulder press, and a very slow around the world. Make sure that you have a soft bend and that you're slightly forward for your around the world. You could always modify this a little bit with just the bicep curl and shoulder press if you're not comfortable with the around the world move, which works your chest and lats. Try not to rush this. We'll do 10 reps in total. Quality over quantity always. Next up, front squat with a pulse at the bottom. Open your legs wider than hip width apart. Slight point out with the toes to protect the knees. Hips set back with a nice straight spine. Make sure you look forward and you press through the heels. You'll keep your dumbbells at shoulder height. Once you stand up nice and tall, you're gonna press them overhead. Your pulse at the bottom should be with your glutes fully contracted and executed through your heels. So you're gonna press through the heels to contract the glutes. Always make sure to keep the core nice and tight, a good foundation. Next up, your shoulders should be burning by now. We're gonna go into a shoulder tap plank. Hands are directly under shoulders. Your feet can be side by side or hip width apart. Press out to the bottom of the heels. Nice long line from the crown of the head all the way down to the heels. Keeping the belly button in towards the spine. You're gonna lift up on one hand, tap the opposite shoulder, and keep repeating for 10 reps on each side. From here, we'll go immediately into a bird dog exercise, performed from tabletop position. Knees will be directly under hips, hip width apart, hands directly under shoulders. Opposite arm and opposite leg come up. You're looking more for length rather than height. Try not to load anything in your lower back. So you're going out for some length. You're gonna contract your glute and your shoulder. You can meet your elbow and knee underneath for a little crunch in between, but this isn't necessary. If just coming up on each side is enough for you, then that's great. Always do your best and let that be enough. Last but not least, on the ground here, perform mountain climbers. So in your plank position, you're gonna bring your knees in 10 times. And then to kill it off, do 25, yes, 25 jumping jacks on the spot. Take a 30-second rest and repeat this circuit 3 to 5 times, depending on how much time you have. This is a great little overall body circuit, and I hope that you enjoy it. I'm really happy to be back for Free Workout Friday. Make sure to follow the page so you don't miss out on any important information. Thank you so much for working out with me today.